it's not just that it was changing Black women's perspectives of how they saw men. They now saw themselves as men. We can move the same way. We can do the same things. We can act and do and live exactly the same way. And the problem was that their physiology and their psychology is not like ours. Right. So me going into work and working for the next 60 years of my life to provide for my family is one thing. You trying to do that while knowing you still want to have children and knowing that if you're not there to raise them, someone else will, is the cost. You being like, well, I want to wait until 35 before I want to start a family. I can do that. You doing that, there's going to be potential issues as a result of it. At-risk pregnancy, not being able to have infertility issues, which a lot of people are having. So my view is, and more that I think about it, regardless of all the other things we're talking about, I think a huge destabilizing component, because when you think about it, it's really, really led us to the rapid increase of single mother households, the decrease of the value of marriage, because sex is something that we can easily access. And because of the sexual liberation movement, we also now had, think of it this way, even back then, we weren't as formal where it was like, oh, you know, I got to pay a dowry to have access to, but there was still some type of formality that kind of led before I can just marry you or you're mine now. I had to get to know you. I had to get to know your family. I had to get checked out. Mm-hmm. The sexual liberation movement basically said women now get the freedom to have sex with who they want. They have the freedom to have children with who they want, and they have the freedom to be able to enter and choose whatever relationships they want. But the lie was that you will also be free from the consequences of those choices.
Exactly.
So I really, really think that with feminism, it wasn't just the Trojan horse of we don't value this or value that. They taught you not to value your womb or what's in it. This is my second controversial statement. It's estimated that we have over 7 million aborted Black babies.
Yes.
With the genocider in chief that started all of this with Planned Parenthood. And go ahead and look up her quotes of how she felt about us. My view is this. The person who propagated this was heavily focused on wanting to eradicate us from the planet. We are accomplishing her goal at a level she couldn't have imagined.
Exactly.
And my statement is this. From then till now, you can talk about gangbanging. You can talk about jail culture. You could talk about hood stuff. You could talk about you could talk about the CIA. You could talk about the Klan. You can mention any and everything that you think is a threat to the Black community. There is no place more dangerous for a Black child than to be in the womb of a Black woman. And that's the place of where we're at now. None of these other women want it. Well, you, of course, and a few others. But by and large, no other woman is willing to say this out loud. We are taking ourselves out from the feminism, from the abortions, and it's not life-saving abortions. This is just because it's Tuesday. Every area that I can think of, like you just said, everything that's negative, we've inverted and now we praise. So why is all of the idols that we hold up to the worst human beings that represent our culture?
Right.
And why is it that every single person that says something that's true about what's going on and offering a potential suggestion, that's the person you've been propagandized and indoctrinated to attack? So y'all going to attack Crimson Cure, Kevin Samuels, me, who are not on your levels, and anybody who speaks on this, they're the enemy. But the people who displays the worst aspects of our culture and community, they're the ones whose tickets you buy. They're the one whose tours you go to. So I am at a space now where I realize the level of urgency is so bad to me in terms of what's happening with our community. I'm willing to come into these spaces and risk whatever is going to happen to me in my career. Because I think that if somebody like me who knows this doesn't say this out loud and come up with suggestions in real time, I don't know what the world that my daughter's going to be into if we can even stay in this country.
Hmm. Mm.
Because half the comments are saying we're cooked. It's over. There is no ability to fix this. So the two options are we're gonna go head first into we have to set a standard. And my last point, and I'll let you hold the rest of the time. This isn't the fault of women. This was our fault. This was our fault when the women who began to allow these things to permeate our culture, we continued to reward it. We still married them. We still gave them children. We still gave them attention. We still gave them likes. We still subscribe to their OnlyFans. We still fly them out. All the worst women who have propagated and helped create this culture, we still give all the things that they get just because they're women and they're Black. So we've enabled them to be able to continue to do this. We've drawn no lines in the sand as to if you want to be a wife, if you want to be a girlfriend, if you want to be a mother, this is what it's going to take of the lifestyle you need to live and be. They can access all those things and still act that way because we drop our standards. So when I look back at my past and look at my body count and all the women that I dealt with, I helped contribute to the dating market being what it was.